On this episode of the podcast, we're getting into Paul Heyman's comments on Brock Lesnar, TNA invading NXT, will Oba Femi answer Sami Zayn's open challenge, and some more potential Crown Jewel matches. All of that on this episode of the Burning Hammer Podcast. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burning Hammer Podcast. And I'm going to start us off here with saying, if you want our content early, what? And ad-free, what? You can sign up for the Patreon. It's only $1 a month.
WWE doesn't even have an option for that.
They don't. They make you pay $100 million to have to pay for 100 different streaming services.
And you still have
and
ads.
It's all just, and you still have ads. Patreon.com/TheBurningHammer. Link in the description for that. So, Dylan, we're going to kick us off here with some not praise for Mr. Paul Heyman, which we usually praise Paul Heyman a lot. I thought I wanted to at least bring it up about what he said, his comments about Brock Lesnar on Friday Night SmackDown. I believe the quote was, we all heard the rumors and conspiracies about Brock Lesnar. I guess that was a reference to his legal issues with everything that's been going on with Vince McMahon. I cannot believe that they would say that. It's truly despicable. We constantly have been saying it more recently about how WWE is making it so hard to be a fan of theirs. Well, it's shit like this that they pull, and you're like, why are you doing this? Brock Lesnar should not be on WWE television, but he is. I'm assuming he's going to be a part of their War Games team. But yeah, that comment was, they did not need to even say anything about it. Also, shame on every person who cheers in the arena when Brock Lesnar comes out. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. That guy should be getting booed out of the absolute stadium or arena. A, because he is a heel. B, because he is probably a terrible person, obviously with everything that's going on regarding the investigation that I believe is still ongoing. So yeah, I mean, huge L for WWE and Paul Heyman. I don't know if this was them telling Paul Heyman to go out there and say that, or if this was Paul Heyman.
No, that felt like Paul went off the cuff there. Felt like Paul was doing what he wanted to do.
Not great, Paul.
We'll see. Either way, horrible. Also, part of the reason I wanted to rock this shirt is I'm like, dude, when he's away from our tribal chief, I think his mind's getting more corrupted. Of course, he was at his best when he was with our tribal chief, so as much as I love him with Seth, I'm not loving this getting back with Brock thing. Feels unnecessary. I guess they want to make the connection for War Games, but like you said, not a fan at all. Yeah, so just hard stuff. So we need Heyman to remember his days with the tribal chief and what he stood for at once, which was honor, family.
All right, so Dylan, we had a pretty big development in NXT recently because we got an invasion. I feel like we probably talked about this months ago, but TNA invaded NXT, and that set up a TNA versus NXT PLE, which is going to be awesome. That is in like a week or so at time of recording this.
I guess it's technically not a PLE because it will be on the CW, like it's on TV.
Okay.
Like it's an episode of NXT.
Interesting.
But either way, I mean, it'll be on free TV, which is sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very sick. A few matches were announced. So we got Dark State versus the Hardys, title for title, winner take all, for the TNA and the NXT championships. And everyone is like banned from ringside because of what happened in the Trick and Oba match. So there will be a winner take all for this. And then they're going to do the five Survivor Series style matches 5
Is that
on 5.
official?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I saw some people saying, like, a report about them doing that. I didn't know if, like, Ava said that it is officially
Yeah, she
official.
said they're like both picking people, like they're both picking 5 people to represent them in teams. I guess it technically wasn't confirmed whether it was like going to be like elimination style, but that was definitely the vibe. Was like Survivor Series style.
So this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be sick. And I like the prospect of like Ava and Santino each picking the 5 people for their teams, because adds a lot of interesting folds. Like, does Ava get to pick Trick, or does Santino get to pick Trick? Like,
very interesting.
If Trick Williams is on Team TNA, is he going to truly be on Team TNA, or is he going to go to, is he going to turn and help Team NXT? I guess you could say similar things with Kalani Jordan, right? I think Trick Williams makes a little more sense since he's like a true heel right now, kind of. But yeah, it's very, very interesting stuff, man. And I am excited. Do you have any predictions for who these teams are going to be?
So, I think Trick is probably Team NXT. Actually, no.
He's the TNA champ.
I'm walking that back.
Yeah,
I'm walking that back.
I think he's
Team TNA.
I think so too.
And I think he'll probably cost them.
Yeah, I think he might
in some way, shape, or form, he will cost them.
Agreed.
This Survivor Series match. I think,
or he'll cost NXT. He'll try to help NXT, and he'll cost NXT.
Now we're talking. I think on the TNA side, I feel like you got to do Cardona.
Yeah, it seemed like Cardona was definitely.
Cardona will be on this special, I guess we can call it.
I would assume Steve Macklin.
Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
Mike Santana, I think is
definitely Santana. It'll be
pretty good luck.
And then maybe they'll do Leon Rush. Right?
Slater?
Leon Slater. Fuck me. Sorry. I got him confused. Leon Slater. Yeah, it'll be Leon Slater, probably Javon on Team NXT. So who do you think will be... Yeah, I think it'll... All right, I'm predicting... Unless they do Leon Slater versus Javon at this show. But they're already scheduled it for a TNA show, right?
Yeah, whatever. I don't remember what the pay-per-view is for TNA, but it is the next TNA pay-per-view.
Yeah, maybe they'll do it, like maybe they'll have a first match here.
I mean, it makes sense. I think it makes more sense for them to be on the Survivor Series.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was thinking Trick, Santana. The big thing is if they're going to put Hendry on it, I guess.
Yeah, that is... I feel like they probably will.
Yeah, I feel like
Team
they will.
TNA.
It'll be...
So that's 3.
It'll probably be Trick, Santana, Hendry.
I feel like those 3 are a lock.
Yeah. And then Cardona feels like a lock, honestly.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it might be Eric Young.
Eric Young would be sick.
Could be Eric Young. I think Leon Slater, obviously, would be a great pick. Steve Macklin. Who's North American champ right now?
North American champ. All ego Ethan Page, baby.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like they'll do Ethan Page versus Steve Macklin, maybe. Because, like, they're both the mid-card champs.
Interesting.
All right, let's go to Team NXT, though. What do we think about Team NXT?
Actually, Frankie Kazarian is TNA International
champion.
I
forgot he won the title recently. Yes, maybe we'll do Kazarian versus... No, they won't do heel versus heel.
I think they could still do Macklin versus Page.
Yeah, they still might. Let's think. Or they might do Cardona versus Page.
That could be fun.
Yeah. But let's think about Team NXT.
Team NXT.
Javon. Yeah, Javon's got to... Is Oba going to be on Team NXT?
Oh, man.
Well, Ricky Saints.
Javon.
I kind of think Oba will not be. I kind of think Oba is going to
I think Oba will not be for reasons we'll get into a little later on this episode.
Agreed.
Bit of a foreshadow there.
Yeah.
Let me see. I got to look up the NXT roster.
Maybe Briggs. I just don't see Ethan Page being in this match. I feel like he's going to have a different match. Like, I feel like he's going to have a singles match.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, I got
Ricky, Javon.
I think Lexis King.
Maybe.
Tony D'Angelo. Is he off television?
Yeah, he's been off television for a while.
Oh, Sean Spears, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. But it feels like they might go like more babyface. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's hard to like not put any heels on the team, but like I'm trying to think of like another babyface. Besides Ricky.
Andre Chase.
Yeah.
Miles Bourne.
Yeah, I could see Miles Bourne. I can see Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights potentially being on this team. Either or. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun regardless. And then I guess the big thing too is like if you have Oba available, then you put him on the NXT team, right?
Right. And have him eliminate everybody on TNA. So, I wanted to get your what other matches do you think could happen? Because that's 3. I think maybe at least one more, maybe 2 more.
Yeah, I think Ethan Page is going to have a singles match.
CW loves Ethan Page.
Yeah, I think Ethan Page is going to have a singles match, and yeah, that would be my guess. Unless they end up doing Ricky versus Trick. But yeah, I think Page, and then maybe Sol Ruka. I don't know. Sol Ruka and Zari are probably going to be on the women's team.
Probably.
Who do you think is going to be on the women's teams?
Oh, Kalani's going to be on one of them.
Yeah, I think she'll be on Team TNA.
I don't. Probably.
I think Indy Hartwell's probably going to be on Team TNA.
Indy Hartwell. Let's see. Do you think Iconics?
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Iconics.
We got Steph DeLander.
Yeah, Steph will probably be on one of the teams. Mance Warner's also a great pick for Team TNA as well. Or Mance Warner versus Ethan Page could be fun.
Let me ask you this: do you think they're going to put Tessa Blanchard on the women's side?
I don't think so, personally.
I agree. I don't think WWE wants kind of anything to do with her,
which
hopefully
is ironic. With all the
very
other people
ironic.
that, not that I'm saying they should want something to do with her, but ironic considering all the people that they don't care about what they do.
Yeah. What about Mara Sadie? Formerly I cannot remember her name in NXT. Lash Legends tag team partner.
Oh,
and I know her name.
Jakara Sampson.
Jakara. You think she'll be on?
Potentially. Laying Lee, who was formerly Xia Li, also could definitely be on Team TNA. She's been doing really good over there. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an awesome show. Like, I'm really excited.
So much talent between these two sides. So, let me ask you this, Dylan.
Selfishly, I would love if Leon Slater versus Javon was on this as a singles match. Although I can't see them not putting Javon on Team TNA. I mean, Team NXT.
Yeah. I think one of them pins the other on the Survivor Series to kind of help set up
I could see that.
So, which I feel like Javon will probably pin
Leon
Slater.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Which is I mean, they're both are like 21 years old? 22?
Yeah. I think
that's insane.
Javon's like 21 or 22 and Leon is 20 or 21. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. So let me ask you this, Dylan, because I know how I feel about it. How do you feel about NXT wrestlers holding some TNA gold? And then I'll get into B after.
I think it's getting a little one-sided. I will say I think we need to get...
Yeah.
I think it would be... But maybe this is what happens in this invasion. Maybe TNA comes in and cleans house or something. And some sort of matter. But yeah, I definitely think it's getting a little one-sided. And it would be good if somebody from TNA was able to snag something back or... I think the Hardys win. I think the Hardys take the NXT tag titles. That's
okay.
Like my big thing.
I could see Steve Maclin taking the North American title off of Ethan Page.
I could see that as well. But I really think the Hardys win. I'm like,
okay,
add it to their championship resume. You know what I mean? Add it to their resume.
Sure.
NXT champs as well.
Give them all the tag titles.
One of the greatest ever. Might as well do it. And you can't take the TNA tag titles off them. They just won them.
Exactly. And so, question B is, how do you feel about this kind of title for titles that they've been doing?
I don't hate it. It's like I just said, it's been one-sided. And it's...
Yeah.
We need some TNA. We need some TNA victories.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I think the Hardys come through for TNA. And I think TNA wins. Okay. I think TNA is going to win the match.
Overall?
Yeah, I think they win overall.
Or the Survivor Series?
I think they win overall. I think they might split the Survivor Series matches. I just don't know like which ways they're going to go. I could see them splitting the matches, though. Maybe NXT women win, and
the men lose.
Yeah, and the men lose.
All right, so we teased it earlier, Dylan, but let's get into Oba Femi because we have a new NXT champion for the men. Ricky Saints
took down the ruler.
That's right. And so, what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I'm cool with it, man. Like, Oba Femi is ready to get called up. I think that's what they're doing. And I love Ricky Saints. Anybody being mad about the finish, he hit 5 DDTs on him. One of them was on the table. And people just aren't used to seeing a DDT used as a finish, but that's what it was created as. And it really is, when you think about it, a devastating move. Like, in its essence, just slamming their head into the ground. So, yeah, I think, and that's one of the things I love about Ricky Starks is he's very much like a classic professional wrestler. Like, he is Like, he can be flashy and he's got tricks up his sleeve, no doubt, but he is like, I just love he's got that, like, classic feel to him. And stuff like hitting a DDT, like a real vintage move, like a DDT as a finish. Love it. So, yeah, and I love Ricky Saints.
One of the oldest moves.
Yes. Very, 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 very happy for Ricky Saints.
Yeah, it feels like finally they kind of pulled the trigger on Ricky Saints. So,
and he already did. I already love the emote that he does. He already was doing it with the title for his entrance. You know how his entrance does this thing where it's like, like he already did it with the title where he held it. I have one behind me. He held it like this and went. It was dope.
For those listening, he raised the title kind of 3 times.
Yes.
In rhythm with the music. So, Dylan. Oba Femi.
Oba.
Let's talk about him.
Let's do it.
Is he answering Sami Zayn's open challenge on SmackDown this week?
I think the U.S. Open Challenge is very well might be answered by Oba Femi, and he might take that title off Sami Zayn. If it is, he has to win. Sami Zayn cannot.
If he's there, he's winning.
Agreed.
He is going to squash Sami.
Part of me doesn't think it happens this week. Part of me thinks maybe they wait a couple weeks to
Bro.
I mean, I'm all in on it for this week. I'm not saying I don't want it to happen. Part of me is maybe they're gonna build the momentum, have it not be this week, and then it's and then in a couple weeks it's oh shit.
Yeah, but on the other side of that, they're setting up whoever it's going to be for failure if it's not Oba.
Totally, that is true.
Because everybody will be disappointed.
Yeah, everybody's gonna want it to be Oba.
Do you think this is why they started doing the open challenge?
Just to have this potentially. That's actually what I was thinking. So I was the only thing is that it's Sami just started doing this open challenge.
Yeah, but I think Oba will continue it.
Ooh, I could see that.
Dude, imagine, all right, picture this. Audience,
I'm with it, dude.
Listeners.
And that's a good way to...
Oba Femi comes out,
help SmackDown.
Squashes Sami, right? No, I mean squash. And, I don't love squashes. But he squashes Sami Zayn because that would mean something, right? Shocks the world. Your new United States champion. Make him the longest reigning United States champion of all time. You want to make the U.S. title mean something, you put it on Oba Femi and have him hold it for a year.
Give him the Gunther treatment.
Yeah, and have him do weekly open challenges. And just have him beat the absolute piss out of everybody. That is how you build up Oba Femi. It's not hard. It's right there.
He's a WrestleMania main eventer.
He's the future.
Yeah, man.
He's the future, man.
We're going to have, him, in my opinion, there's when I look at probably not this upcoming WrestleMania, right? But just the future, just the future in general. Just the future in general, right? When we get past guys like Cody and Seth, and we're looking at the stars of the future, right? I feel like the cornerstones are Gunther, Braun, Oba Femi, Jacob Fatu. And and then it's Gunther slides into the veteran role where he's that Cody or Seth Roman type figure. I'm not saying that obviously he will have a much different character and gimmick than everybody because he's Gunther, but will become that established star type guy. And then you'll have, I think, Braun and Oba and Fatu and maybe even some more guys like Ricky Saints, Ethan Page. You never know.
So I fully agree. I think that Oba, Trick, and Javon are kind of the future of WWE.
I just don't trust them
and Oba
to properly book Trick and Javon at this point. but I really, really hope they do. Javon could be the face of this company if they do it right, dude.
Javon could be the biggest baby face, like pure baby face, like we've had in like
he can be
like Cody Rhodes level, like Kofi Mania, dude, but all the time.
Yeah, I think truly
like he's
it's
just
like,
so genuine and like likable that like he could literally just be the
I
biggest baby face
obviously
on the planet.
The comparison all the time is Jeff Hardy, right? But like I think he'll have. It's like, imagine if it's like that type of like Jeff Hardy level connection with the fans, and like on top of just being like, not saying that Jeff Hardy wasn't a great in-ring wrestler, but on top of being like potentially just like one of the most naturally gifted professional wrestlers and athletes of the entire generation. Like, it's
like they should strap the rocket to Javon Evans.
I'm with you, dude. I think they're just
he
like
literally could be the face of the company for 20 years.
I think they just are like. I think they're just like, we don't need him to be the face of the. I think they don't want. Like, that's my thing. Is like, I think the big deal with Cena too. The biggest thing is like, obviously there will never be another Cena, but like, I think they've gone away from like. I don't think they will ever even try to construct what John Cena was again. Like, you know what I mean? Like that 20-year face of the like. Nobody is going to be the face of the company for that long ever again. Like, not for a long time, in my opinion. Like,
okay,
I think they've gone. There's too much talent at this point, and I think people's attention span is not good. Like, they want change and they want stuff like that. So I'm not saying that. I'm more saying this in a way of that. Like, I see just with Javon being so young, I could see them like wanting to do it, but they're just like, well, what are we going to do with, like, if we just make Javon the face, like we have Braun and Oba and Jacob, and it's like these guys who are 10 years older than Javon, like, you know what I mean? To where it's like Javon.
Yeah.
Imagine how good Javon will be in 10 years, like and he'll be 32, and or 31, and he'll be like, imagine how good he'll be on the mic, like. That's what I can't wait for, dude. Like, can you imagine? It's like, if you, Javon reminds me of Seth, like early Seth. Obviously, they have like very different gimmicks in that, like, Seth was a pretty despicable heel, and Javon is like a beloved babyface to the point where you could probably never turn Javon heel. Like, I don't think it's believable. I think.
Agreed.
And not at this point.
He's too authentic.
Yeah, he's too well, and he's also. I think he's just too young right now. Like, he's too like. That's part of it. I think it's like with mature. Like, I could see Javon turning heel at like later in life when he has experienced more life and stuff. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. What does he have to be angry about right now? He's 22, like one of the best wrestlers in the world. Like, I don't know. I think that's more the vibe as well. But. Yeah, dude, he's the man. We just like went off topic and went on a rant about how Javon is the man, but he really can be the face of the company, man. Like, and I hope
think
that,
he will be the.
I hope so.
Like, he'll be the closest thing to like kind of naturally becoming the longest like tenured baby face, just because like of how authentic he is and like how much people. Because that's the thing, right? Like with Cena, we saw it with Roman, like. Javon is more of like an authentic baby face, and like I don't think they'll have to shove Javon down our throats for everybody to cheer for him like they had to do with Cena and Roman and so many other baby faces where it's like,
100%.
All right, we're all tired of Cena, but it's like I think the fans will root for Javon Evans for as long as forever, for as long as Javon wants them to root for him.
I think a great like example as well would be like. I think Javon can have the level. It's like, imagine if, like, when Daniel Bryan first started getting over, like, and I mean, he's always been like over, but over. We all know what we're talking about. The yes movement, like, when he started getting like that, it's like, I don't know. Like, imagine, and even before that, like when he had the SummerSlam match, like going into the SummerSlam match with Cena. I guess that was still the Yes Movement, but like a whole year leading up to. Just imagine if they just went with it. Like, I think it's like that's the potential of what Javon can be. It's like if they didn't try to stop the Yes Movement, and it's also. Maybe that's part of the reason the Yes Movement got so big is because of... I mean, it definitely is. It inherently is. Like, because there was so much... The fans got crazier and crazier about it. But the amount of, like, the level of a star that dude can be is... And he's one of the best in the ring. Like, in the world.
Yeah.
So good.
That boy bouncy.
Yeah, that boy is bouncy, dude.
I mean, just keep him in NXT, I think,
That's
for a
my
little
main
bit longer.
thing, is I'm like, I think he's main roster
There's
ready.
no rush.
I think he's main roster.
Oh, he is.
That's the thing. He's main roster ready, but I'm just like, I don't want to waste him on the main roster with all the other guys that are like in the main event card right now, because it's like, he's just too young to be up there with those guys right now.
Yeah.
And so I'd rather just have him run NXT. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And,
I
it's
think
like, and he still
he
hasn't
could
won
be
the
like-
NXT title. Like
Yeah.
it's like he has time. And then it's like you can do stuff like we've seen. We've seen him on SmackDown a couple times. Like, it's not like he has to like never be on the main roster, but I think they need to treat him so delicately, like to where it's like they cannot pull him up until they're ready to make him a star. Like, he needs to get.
Agreed.
They need to do with Javon what they attempted to do with Finn when Finn got hurt. Like, in my opinion, they need to like call him up world champion, like not mid card, like world champion within months, like
Agreed.
win the Rumble.
Yeah, I mean,
like make his NXT call up a Rumble win, like something crazy, like that is
awesome.
what, dude. Because that's the thing. Ooh, think about this. Just think about this.
I'll think about it.
Would you hold off on Oba Femi this week if we got his debut at the Rumble and he won? Like, if we just don't see Oba Femi at all until the Royal Rumble, and then he wins it.
Oh, man. That's a good question. I
think I'd rather have him come on Friday.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know
just
why.
want him on the main
I think there's
roster
just
so
more.
bad.
Yeah, I think there's just more options for the Rumble, so it's not like we're in kind of a no man's land to where it's like who's going to win the
like
Rumble.
Punk's gonna win the Rumble.
Yeah, probably. And it's like the
And
one
he's
thing
gonna win the title.
It's like the one thing he hasn't done. Is win the Rumble.
Yeah. I could just I don't know. I think it's so easy for them to book Oba Femi to be like just an absolute beast on SmackDown. Like, I don't know. I just am praying that they're gonna do the right.
I'm with
thing.
you, man. I'm with you. I'm down for it. So let's
They just
really.
have
I really
given
hope
me
we
so
see
many trust issues.
I really hope that we see Oba get called up this week. And like you said, I think the big thing on our side is the crowd is probably going to be expecting it. So if it's not Oba, they're not going to be that happy.
Dude, I mean, yeah, it's got to be Oba. Like, I'm just just don't overthink it. Just do.
He's the man.
Have
dude.
it be Oba,
He's
man.
fucking awesome.
All right, Dylan, let's move on to Crown Jewel because that is coming up quickly upon us, and we have we've got a few matches. So we've got the 2 world title matches, plus we've got a surprise John Cena versus AJ Styles match, Dylan.
Yeah.
So
first off, John Cena was not advertised for Crown Jewel, correct?
I thought he was advertised to wrestle on the show.
Okay, I might be wrong. Sorry.
I thought it was one of his dates was Australia.
Okay, all right. Sorry. For some reason, I thought they
But-
just added this as an extra date.
No, I thought they had this on here, but they hadn't had anything for him until the social media thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're getting John
Maybe I'm
Cena
wrong.
versus AJ.
Fact check us.
We're getting John Cena versus AJ. This is. I mean, I think the biggest thing that's significant when you really think about it is this is John's last great feud. Like, John Cena's last great feud was with AJ Styles before he, like, really went part-time. And, like,
I just rewatched that match from SummerSlam 2016.
Where you win 16?
Or the one where AJ
wins. Yeah.
AJ wins.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Say what you want about John Cena and his wrestling abilities, but that match was a fucking banger, dude.
Dude, and I remember thinking, like...
that match was so good. From purely, like, a wrestling standpoint. Like, those guys threw the fuck down.
Yeah, dude.
Rewatch that match before Crown Jewel, everybody. It is so good.
And I remember, like, Cena... I remember thinking, like, there's no way that Cena's gonna lose. Like, there's zero... Like...
Because AJ had just won.
And I was just like, dude...
He beat him at the first
I know.
PLE that they did.
And I was like, dude, there's no way AJ beats John Cena at SummerSlam, like Vince McMahon booking. Like, there's no way. And he did it, dude. He did it. Who do you think wins here?
So
I mean, it doesn't have to be an official prediction, but... It's got to be
prediction,
Cena, right?
Probably Cena after the loss.
Especially after that loss to Lesnar. I'm pretty convinced they're not doing a Cena-Lesnar singles match again.
I don't think they are either.
Yeah.
They better not.
But I think they'll probably do something in War Games to kind of give Cena
he'll probably pin Lesnar in War Games.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean, yeah, dude, that Cena versus AJ in Australia, holy cow.
Dude, that's going to be insane.
They're going to tear.
How do you feel about the direction it seems they're going with giving Rhea the tag match with Io versus Asuka?
Yeah, I'm not sure
Kyrie?
what they're really doing with Rhea recently. It feels like she's kind of been absent from major feuds over these past couple of months.
Well, I guess the other hole they're in is
that's
that
because
it's Crown,
of this.
Well, I guess the other hole they're in is that it's Crown Jewel and they're doing the Crown Jewel matches, so she can't have a title
that's what
match.
I thought. Yeah, they probably were waiting until after this to kind of really give her a push, but she'll probably be a part of the Women's War Games match. I don't know what the Women's War Games is looking like right now, but
I don't really think we have any
she's a
clear
huge
direction
star
as of right now. I mean,
she's a
probably
huge star regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the direction is probably
the title.
These are probably two members of each team for the War Games match. You know Io's going to be in it. So, she's been in every one.
Yeah. Has she?
Yeah, she's been in every one.
Wow.
Since they brought it, like, she was in the ones in NXT and then all the main roster ones as well.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Good for Io. So,
and they've had her jump off the top, like, every time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it's like at this point,
like her thing.
That's what I mean. At this point, it's like you have to just keep putting Io in War Games for the bit. She just has to be in every year.
So, you think they're doing AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at Crown Jewel?
Probably.
And you think AJ Lee's gonna win?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think they're in the War Games match?
Maybe not, actually. I could see Becky winning dirty. Okay. AJ did get the pin, but I think because I don't think this feud is over by any means. And
Agreed.
I don't think it makes a ton of sense to have AJ with a title and Punk without one. Although it would add an interesting dynamic. So, but I still think they're just like, even if AJ does win the IC before Seth ever gets the world title back, which probably will happen. I'm not convinced it happens here, but this isn't an official prediction, obviously. We'll get around to that.
So we got let's talk about this match first, because I want to talk about Friday Night SmackDown this past week. And so for the women's side, it's going to be Stephanie Vakir versus Tiffany Stratton. Obviously, we haven't talked on the pot since Steph won, but that was a prediction we both got right, and good for Steph. I was more interested to see who's going to win this triple threat on SmackDown, and Tiffany's still holding on to that title, Dylan, in
big time.
What was quite the finish for that match.
Quite the finish.
And I'll say this, right?
Jade.
Mistakes happen in wrestling. It was not the referee's fault. Do not blame the referee.
No, they were just doing what they had to do.
Like you can't count to 3 if it's not like a part of it. Like referees are a part of kayfabe, so just remember that. Don't blame the referee. It's not her fault.
She's doing her
Give
job.
her a break.
She would have gotten
Nia
trouble if she
kicked
hit
out.
3.
Yeah. So obviously it always stinks when matches kind of end like that. But regardless, hopefully Jade Cargill's okay. She got busted open.
Well, it's also
pretty
Nia.
bad.
It's like, Nia, how are you going to kick out of... You're going to kick out of the move from Jade, get pinned by Tiffany directly after her, and not kick out? You have to kick out.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
That's on
Like,
her.
that's what I didn't... Yeah.
I understand,
that's what I thought.
stuff got weird, but like, yeah, whatever. It's a mistake. I'm not like crushing her for it. I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, that's on her.
Everybody relax.
It's on her
I
and
agree.
Tiff. It's not on Jade though, because Tiff got there late, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Tiff got there late, and then Nia should have kicked out again. But that's it.
So, who do you think's winning this match, Tiff or Steph? Little early prediction here.
Steph.
Agreed. All right, so then we got Dylan, Cody versus Seth. This one's interesting. How are we feeling about this match?
I feel. You think Cody does it too? No, they got to give Seth a win over Cody. They got to give
Agreed.
Seth a win over Cody.
After Seth
takes
went
it here.
0 for 3. I agree. So obviously we'll get our official predictions in a couple of weeks whenever Crown Jewel is. But I feel pretty good that this. I don't know. It's weird them doing a Crown Jewel not in Saudi.
Yeah, agreed.
Which is just I don't know. And I'll say it every year we do it. Just make it a trophy instead of a championship. For like the Crown Jewel would also make sense as well. If it was just a trophy and not a championship belt that they hold for one day and then it goes back into some vault to keep it safe because those are a lot of diamonds on there. But anyway, Dill, do you have any closing thoughts about anything?
No, I'm all good.
All right, you fired up for this TNA invasion? You ready to see Oba Femi whoop Sami on SmackDown this week?
Very, very excited.
All right, so make sure to smash that subscribe button, click that bell in the corner so you get notified every single time we upload a video. You can shop our merch, tpublic.com. Make sure to sign up for our Patreon, $1 a month for our content early and ad-free. Patreon.com/TheBurningHammer. Click the links in the descriptions for all of that good stuff. With that being said, I'm Mark Izzo. He is Dylan O'Brien, and we'll catch you in the next video.